Welcome to the 8th lecture of 8 by 8 series on architectural theory. This series brings a set of 8 lectures of 8 minutes each on important aspects of theorizing architecture. The 7 lectures that we discussed earlier are: what is architectural theory, what is modern construct of thought, what is social construct of modern, what is technological construct of modern, what is representational construct of modern, what is international construct of modern, and what is Stoic construct of modern. This lecture we shall discuss about the ethical and moral construct of modern. You may subscribe or visit our YouTube channel Between Architecture and Urbanism, or visit our website www.betweenarchitectureandurbanism.com for last 7 lectures and other articles related to architectural theory. Within the topic of ethical and moral construct of modern, we shall address 3 questions. Question 1. What is ethical and moral position in architecture? Question 2. How is ethical and moral position related to modernity? Question 3. Why ethical and moral position in architectural discourse is important for architectural theory? Let's address question 1. What is ethical and moral position in architecture? Ethics and moral positions are a set of rules, is a guiding principles with larger and deeper virtues of life and existence that shapes understanding and making of architecture. The knowledge system that has been triggered by modernity was rational in nature. The rational approach sought for methodical path towards architectural understanding. However, the school of thought which dwelt on intuitive approach, seeking formal and contextual response, along with a larger question of virtues and existence, yet embedded its position in modernity as a rational path towards truth, honesty, and sublime qualities. Let's address question 2. How is ethical and moral position related to modernity? Modern architecture was clearly divided into these 2 schools of thoughts. One attempted to bring logical justice embedded in tectonic and technological rationale, while intuitive justice raised architecture as a discipline and made it into virtues. Hence, one can state that ethics and moral positions are seeking architecture that represents the time and simultaneously longing for innate qualities of wisdom and virtues. The ethics in architecture also address traditional issues including delineation of rights, responsibilities, the good, virtues, and justice in architectural imagination and manifestation. Let's address question 3. Why ethical and moral position discourse is important for architectural theory? Firstly, the modernity as a widespread thought gave rise to several architectural and art interpretations like populism, Dadaism, Impressionism, Expressionism, Productivism. Such interpretation reduced the qualitative content of modernity to a serious state of crisis and necessitated the position with much reduced representational liability and limited references. Within such position, the neutral and profane approach that brought about wider and deeper rationale to social and cultural outcome of modernity and raised its level of philosophical domain and dwelt on unsentimental cultivation of architecture that has larger purpose and virtues. The work of Alvar Aalto depicted the unique natural modification of environment and site, resulting into more expressive functionalism rather than purely technical one. The expressive functionalism heightens with the use of material and technique as a local palette. Such combinational quality in architecture was rarely dampened by the modernism manifestos. Rather, he strove for architecture that is socially positioned and attentive to human well-being. The work of Aldo Rossi attempted to save both architecture and the city from evasive force of placeless modernism and consumerism, with setting rules of typological formation with help of morphological form of the city. The composition and combinational settings are expressed with typology and collective memory. Architecture was elevated to rare freshness from stern modernity, which is historical and ahistorical simultaneously. Alvaro Siza's work departs from Alto's architecture, attempted to locate architecture that is shaped by topography, local fabric, local material, and workmanship, coupled with subtleties of light and modern tectonics. Such position ethically rejected the sentimentality of rational form and modern technique. In order to grasp the true nature of architecture, one has to define it in terms of the discipline. Defining the discipline or practice of architecture may seem simple, empirical affair. However, empirically rooted approach has a long history, and every position that architecture assumes, there seem to be embedded problems. And neither the problems nor the means of representational issues of architecture can locate its survival kit by simply transporting the problem into other knowledge domain. The sociologist, anthropologist, political scientists, technocrats cannot form a base to formulate architectural agendas or discipline. The metaphysical constituent of architecture lay within the domain knowledge of architecture and cannot be outsourced with other domain. Hence, the ethics and moral questions were constructed within the constituent of modern architecture and made architecture a timeless subject. I hope that this lecture is able to delineate the ethical domain of modern and its subsequent impact on architecture of time. I also hope that 8th lecture enables to consolidate the conviction that architecture is much complex a canvas and can be decoded with several position and situation. You may write to us for your views, comments and criticism. We shall be glad to reply and interact with you. Thank you.